Our world is strange. It's been strange for 2 years, 2.5. I'm sick of it. You go outside, people, they don't breathe. They don't live. What would I do if this whole society collapses? I'm not saying it will, but if it does, what are you gonna feed your family? Yeah. Now, before we get into what I would eat in my doomsday bunker, we are having a sale. The Q-Link of life is back. Oh, it is time for you to get one, buy one, get one free down below. Don't shoot me. Don't you dare skip this section either. You endure my sales pitch. Life-changing. It's always in my pocket. It protects you from hippie energies. Proven. So click my link down below. Buy one, get one free. I get a little cut. I'm just saying. And it's good. I still wear it every day in my pocket. I prefer Jesus around my neck, or at least the thing he died on for some reason. I'm a bad Christian. So I'm not saying the world is going to collapse around us, but it does feel kind of like this whole thing we're doing is very unsustainable and has been for a long time. Like the fishing industry, how like giant ships just scoop up with nets, like they're just combing the sea, and like, what are we doing? We're the worst species ever invented by God. So like, how could we possibly do this? We're killing too much. We're polluting our earth. Something's going to give in a volcanic eruption type of thing. And some might make it, some might not. So here's the scenario. YouTube just gets shut down. All us diet YouTubers who used to have jobs were like, oh, what's up with our views lately? This ain't right. And now we have no job whatsoever, and we're like, uh-oh. And so, like, I'm heading out to the hills. I find a family that lives in a barn. I'm like, can I stay here in a corner of your shed? And they're like, okay, I have some money. I'll give them some silver coins. And then what do I eat? This is the scenario I imagine often. Could I raise animals? Imagine that. Like, okay, I have this barn out there, a farm, and I have 3 cows. And I'm feeding them. It's like, oh, this is kind of cool. Look at them. Here you go. Here's all your grass. I don't mind this. Oh, wait. I have to eat one of you now. I couldn't do it. So, like, that's out for me. I can't raise my own livestock. Maybe chickens, but I don't do well with eggs. I could go pick up an egg. Oh, thank you. I get constipated and sulfury gas mode engaged. I don't need that in my life, so I couldn't do chickens. I couldn't kill anything, so we're vegan. The plot twist is I'm in a frozen tundra of Canada. 7 months of the year, it's ice. I'm screwed. There's no scenario. I've played this out. There is none that leads to my living through anything. What could I grow? Potatoes is the only thing I could even think of. There's no fruit. What could an apple tree or something? Give me a break. Fructose. I grow a bunch of potatoes, like my whole lot is all potatoes, and then I have a barrel of potatoes down in my basement. I'm like, okay, I might survive this winter. I look, it's all moldy. I didn't know how to do it right. And I'm like, oh boy, I should have Googled that. Google would lie to me. I like these homesteader channels that are just like independent. They like screw that whole system. Whatever you're trying to feed us, like they grow all their own food. They raise animals. It's a balance. They look happy. Overworked, maybe a bit. It's a hard work, hard knock life, but they'll live. It's like, would you rather have a hard life and live? If I was in Thailand or something, I feel like I could just wander the streets looking for fruit trees. I could find some. There wasn't a bunch where I was, but somewhere in the mountains, I find a durian tree, wait for one to fall. There's my one meal a day. It's warm, somewhat, during most of the year. You buy a sweater for those couple months. It does rain pretty hard, so you need some kind of shelter. I feel like I could be homeless in Thailand and not be doing too bad. Just go to the beach every day. Not bad. I hope we're not actually headed to like having to become self-sufficient for our food 100%. Like grocery stores just stop happening. Like I like the system. It should be more refined. It should be more local stuff. Let's stop importing apples from Mexico and then selling our Canadian apples to Mexicans. Like, what are we doing? So many times I've seen apples from America. It's like, we grow apples. It's the only thing we can grow. Why are we buying them? What are we doing? Who's people in charge? They're wrong. They're bad. They're ugly. They don't drink their own urine. They just can't be trusted. That wasn't what you thought it was. So my only plan is to wander the streets, urine looping, and that will increase my intuition and lead me to free food, an abundance of it, spiritually. And that's what I bank on. God saving me through my own pee. If I was out there in the wild and I saw a deer or something, I'd be like, I could kill him, Lord, but I'm not going to. And then I'd be rewarded with the berry bush or something. He'd be like, go this way, my son. You made the right choice. And then I'd find a handful of berries. That'd get me through the winter. The fact is, I'm dead in an apocalypse. There's nothing I could eat. Even the potatoes, like, I'd get cramps and gas, and I'd be like, you know what? I tried to be vegan, and I couldn't kill an animal, so I would just fast on urine, probably, and that would give me tuberculosis or something, and that's the end of us. But I would still upload videos. I'll still have a couple after my death that come out. I don't have a son to upload them, but that's not sad. Just because I'm 40 years old and have no child doesn't mean that my genes won't live on. I could pee in a cup, and someone could clone me in the future. You don't think that will happen? You don't have faith in our future generations, do you? I don't. Personally, I see them. They can't breathe oxygen. They refuse to. So, like, what are they going to do? Point is, I hope this Great Awakening starts to kick into more fun modes soon. We're stuck in this area, like, waiting for everybody to realize we're basically slaves, captive by dolphin men. When will people wake up? So what we learned today is the only way to survive is to grow starch and save it in a non-moldy barrel. Meat eaters can survive, but then our flat earth will smell bad. Let's work together so those things don't happen. And send me some fruit trees that grow in the frozen tundra. Some mango tree that survives ice. Why aren't we inventing stuff like that? Instead of like masks for Halloween. Take that, YouTube algorithm. You can't defeat me. I'm gonna go. After you thumb up the video, of course. Thumbs down if you plan on growing shredded wheat. Wheat is the one food everyone should avoid, probably. There's gluten. There's that Monsanto chemical that gets in it, the Roundup. You're not going to survive, and if you do, your farts will offend your family. They'll leave you, and then what are you going to do? Just by yourself with your shredded wheat? What kind of life is that? No internet left. Give me a break. I'm going to go. After you subscribe, buy the Q-Link thing. 2 for 1. That's a deal. Don't pass up on that deal. That's a gift for Christmas. You do that. Thank you.